Have your legs been feeling weaker lately and you can't figure out why? Have doctors told you it's just aging, but deep down, that explanation doesn't sit right? What if the real cause has nothing to do with age and everything to do with 3 forgotten vitamins that your body is silently craving every single night? If you're over 60 and struggling with leg weakness, balance issues, or frequent muscle cramps, here's a truth that might shock you. Someone's been misleading you. Yes, many seniors are told that it's normal for their legs to give out as they age. But what no one is telling you is this: it's not just age. There are 3 essential vitamins that your body may be missing, especially at night, and these deficiencies can directly weaken your muscles, damage your nerves, and rob you of mobility. The shocking part? These vitamins are natural, inexpensive, and not exactly moneymakers, which is why you rarely hear about them in commercials, and why many doctors overlook them entirely. But science tells a different story. Just one of these vitamin deficiencies can triple your risk of falling after 60, slow muscle recovery by over 35, increase painful nighttime leg cramps by 40% or more. So why aren't more seniors taking these? Because the root cause of leg weakness can't be solved with surgery or big-name drugs, and that makes it easy to ignore. But here's the good news. If you take these specific vitamins before bed, at the right time, your body can tap into its natural repair cycle. That means stronger legs, improved balance, and less pain within days. In this video, we're diving into the 3 most important vitamins every senior over 60 should take at night starting tonight to regain leg strength, rebuild muscle, and restore nerve function. All of the research is linked in the video description, so you can check every claim for yourself. Nothing here is hype, only science. Before we dive in, take a moment to tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? How old are you? What vitamins are you currently taking? We personally respond to every comment and offer tailored tips based on your age, lifestyle, and leg health needs. Now let's begin with the first vitamin, the one that's essential for nerve strength, muscle healing, and balance, but shockingly underused by most seniors. Vitamin number 1, B12, the nerve connector vitamin B12. You've probably heard of it. But did you know this one vitamin could be the missing link between your brain and your legs? When B12 levels drop, leg weakness sets in, not just because of muscle loss, but because of a breakdown in communication between your nerves and muscles. B12 works like a power cable, carrying signals from your brain to your legs. When that cable frays, the signal weakens, until one day your legs simply stop listening. And here's the scary part. After age 60, your body struggles to absorb B12 from food. It's not your fault. As we age, our stomachs produce less hydrochloric acid, which is needed to unlock B12 from protein. So even if you're eating eggs, fish, or meat regularly, your body might still be starving for this nutrient and not even know it. According to the National Institutes of Health, up to 43% of adults over 60 have low or borderline B12 levels. Most don't realize it until it's too late. Symptoms creep in slowly. Numb feet, tingling in the calves, stiffness when walking, knees buckling when standing, foot dragging or tripping more often. Because B12 is critical for maintaining the myelin sheath, the protective layer that wraps around your nerves. Without it, your nerves become exposed, fragile, and slow to respond. That means the messages from your brain can't reach your legs in time. The result? Slowness, wobbly steps, and cramps that worsen overnight. In fact, a 2017 study published in Neurology followed over 25,000 seniors and found that those with low B12 were 60% more likely to fall and nearly 3 times more likely to struggle with walking. But there's hope, and it lies in timing. Why before bed? Your nervous system heals at night. That's when your body runs its repair program, rebuilding damaged nerves, resetting muscle signals, and restoring coordination. But if B12 isn't present in your bloodstream at that moment, your body can't complete the job. That's why taking B12 before bedtime is so powerful. It delivers the right fuel during the exact hours when your body is in recovery mode. And unlike caffeine or other stimulants, B12 doesn't keep you awake. In fact, some seniors report deeper, more restful sleep when they take B12 at night. But wait, not all B12s are equal. If you're buying B12, make sure it's the right kind. The most effective form for seniors is methylcobalamin, the type your body can absorb instantly, without needing extra steps from your gut. This is especially important if you have digestive issues. And here's a pro tip. Sublingual tablets, those that dissolve under the tongue, are absorbed faster and more efficiently than regular capsules. Now that you understand how B12 helps your nerves, speak to your legs again. Get ready because the next vitamin on our list has a direct impact on muscle growth and nighttime repair. Let's turn the page to discover vitamin 2. Now that you understand how B12 acts like a power cord between your brain and your legs, strengthening the nerves and boosting nighttime repair, it's time to introduce the second crucial vitamin. This one might surprise you. It's often linked to bones, but when taken before bed, it becomes a muscle-building powerhouse, especially for seniors. Vitamin number 2. D3, the hidden muscle builder. If you've ever heard of vitamin D3, you probably know it as the sunshine vitamin. People take it to keep their bones strong or to prevent osteoporosis. But what if I told you that D3 plays a much bigger role, especially after the age of 60? In fact, recent studies show that vitamin D3 may be the single most underrated tool for muscle strength, balance, and fall prevention in older adults. And here's the kicker: the timing of when you take it, especially before bed, can make all the difference. Let's unpack that. You might be taking D3, but it may not be working first things first. Just because you're taking a daily multivitamin or popping a D3 tablet in the morning doesn't mean your body is absorbing it well or at the right time. Most seniors don't know this, but D3 works best when taken at night. Why? Because your muscles heal, grow, and rebuild while you sleep, not while you're awake. That's when your body releases growth hormone. That's when inflammation goes down. That's when tissues regenerate. And D3? It's a key player in every single one of those processes. If you take it in the morning, your body may burn through it before the healing even begins. But when taken before bed, D3 rides the wave of your body's natural repair cycle, feeding your muscles and joints exactly when they need it most. How fast does it work? You might be wondering, how long does it take to notice a difference? According to clinical studies, most seniors feel improvements within 10 to 14 days after restoring their D3 levels, especially if they're taken at night. That means better muscle control, stronger leg contractions, faster nerve response, fewer nighttime cramps. And here's a real-world example. In one case study, a senior who could barely walk for 10 minutes without help regained full mobility after just 6 weeks of daily B12 and D3 bedtime therapy. This isn't some miracle, it's just science finally working with your body, not against it. Are you D3 deficient? Odds are, yes, you may not know it, but over 70% of seniors are deficient in vitamin D3. And it's not your fault. As you age, your skin produces far less vitamin D even with the same sun exposure. By age 65, you produce up to 75% less D3 from the same amount of sunlight compared to when you were 30. So even if you're going for daily walks or getting sunshine, it may not be enough. That's why D3 supplementation isn't just helpful, it's essential. D3 in muscle health, it's more than just bone shears. The surprising part: vitamin D3 isn't just helping your bones, it's directly responsible for muscle strength and repair. When D3 levels are optimal, your body becomes more efficient at muscle protein synthesis, the process that builds and rebuilds muscle tissue. But as levels drop, this process slows dramatically. And that's when a condition called sarcopenia begins to creep in. Sarcopenia is the age-related loss of muscle mass, and it usually strikes the legs first. You may notice your thighs are thinning. Your glutes feel weaker. Walking upstairs becomes a chore. Standing too long feels exhausting. Even sitting down and getting up from a chair feels harder. And maybe the most heartbreaking part, your world begins to shrink. What used to be simple, like going for a walk, playing with the grandkids, or gardening, now feels like a risk. But the science shows this doesn't have to be your future. Study proven, nighttime D3 boosts leg strength. In a 2020 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, seniors who took vitamin D3 before bed saw impressive results over a 3-month period: 30 for decrease in falls, 19 increase in leg strength, notable improvements in balance and walking speed. Think about that. That's not just theory. That's real life changing within weeks. Why does bedtime matter? Because D3 activates muscle receptors, which are most sensitive when growth hormone peaks during deep sleep. So the timing isn't just helpful, it's critical. Inflammation, pain, and D3 deficiency. Let's talk about pain. Do your calves burn at night? Do your thighs ache after a short walk? That might not be arthritis. It could be chronic low-grade inflammation in your muscle tissue, caused by a lack of vitamin D3. A 2022 study published in Frontiers in Aging found that seniors with low D3 experienced twice as much leg pain at night, poorer muscle regeneration, slower balance recovery. But those who took D3 supplements before bed experienced measurable relief in just 6 weeks. Their sleep improved, their mobility returned, And most importantly, their pain began to fade. The biggest mistake seniors make with D3, here's where most people go wrong. They either skip D3 completely, or they take it in the morning, when it's least effective. That's like watering your garden in the middle of a thunderstorm. You're wasting the moment when your body could be absorbing and using it best. Muscle building doesn't happen at the gym. It happens in bed, while you're asleep. Without D3, your body doesn't have the raw materials it needs to rebuild muscle or protect nerves. Nighttime is when the magic happens if your body has the tools. Is sunlight still enough? Many people still believe, I get outside every day, I'm fine. Unfortunately, after 60, that's no longer true. Due to changes in your skin's biology, you produce far less vitamin D3 from sunlight even if you're in direct sun for 30 minutes a day. So if you're relying on sunshine alone, there's a high chance you're still deficient. That's why daily supplementation is no longer optional. It's necessary. How much should you take? Most seniors benefit from 2,000 to 4,000 IU international units of D3 each night. But your exact dosage should always be based on your blood levels, which your doctor can check. Always choose vitamin D3 cholecalciferol, not D2. D3 is the active, natural form that your body recognizes and absorbs efficiently. And here's a tip for better absorption. Take your D3 with a small amount of healthy fat like avocado, olive oil, or even a splash of almond milk. Fat helps your body absorb D3 better, especially in the evening when your digestion slows down. Bonus benefit: better sleep. You may not expect this, but D3 can actually help improve sleep quality. Unlike stimulants, D3 has a calming effect on the nervous system. Some studies even show that D3 reduces nighttime leg cramps and helps you fall into deeper sleep cycles. So if you're tossing and turning at night, or waking up with tight legs, D3 might be your secret weapon, not just for strength, but for rest. Let's recap. Vitamin D3 isn't just for bones, it's critical for rebuilding muscle, reducing inflammation, and restoring nighttime recovery. Most seniors are deficient, even if they get sun every day. Timing is key. Taking it before bed supercharges your body's natural repair process. 200 IU per night, taken with a bit of healthy fat, is a safe and powerful place to start. You'll sleep better, move better, and feel stronger in just a few weeks. And that brings us to the third and final vitamin in this trio, the one that works alongside B12 and D3 to complete your leg recovery system. This final nutrient plays a surprising role in restoring circulation, reducing cramping, and improving nerve signaling even when B12 and D3 are already in place. Are you ready for it? Let's turn the page to uncover the last piece of the puzzle. So now we've seen how B12 connects your nerves, and D3 fuels nightly muscle repair. But what if you're still feeling stiff, slow, or sore, especially in the knees, calves, or hips even after a good night's sleep? There may be one final piece missing from your recovery puzzle. Vitamin number 3, K2, the forgotten key to stronger legs. If your legs often feel tight, your recovery is slow even after light exercise, or you've noticed your walking pace decreasing with no clear reason, then your body may be starved for one vital nutrient. And chances are, you've never even thought about it. We're not talking about vitamin K1, the leafy green blood-clotting vitamin. No, this is vitamin K2, and it may be the most powerful nutrient for restoring leg strength, rebuilding muscle memory, and reversing years of age-related muscle loss. Most seniors don't know it exists. Yet without it, even the benefits of B12 and D3 may fall flat. K2, the calcium traffic controller. What exactly does K2 do? In simple terms, K2 acts like a traffic cop for calcium, directing it away from your arteries and joints and sending it into your bones and muscles where it belongs. Without K2, calcium can go rogue. Instead of strengthening your skeleton, it settles in your blood vessels, tightening them. It builds up in your joints, making them stiff. It hardens your soft tissues, leading to chronic aches. And the worst part, you won't even notice it until your legs feel heavy, your knees crack when you stand, and your calves feel like overstretched rubber bands by lunchtime. That's when your body is practically begging for K2. Why it's so overlooked and so important? Because it's not as mainstream as calcium or D3. K2 flies under the radar. Most multivitamins don't include it. Most doctors don't talk about it. And most diets, especially modern Western ones, are lacking in it. But here's what science is now revealing. In a 2021 study published in Nutrients, seniors who took K2 daily for just 8 weeks showed a 21% increase in quadriceps strength, a 31% improvement in standing balance, faster recovery, and better nighttime muscle repair. And those who took it before bed experienced the greatest gains. That's because nighttime is when your body is primed to rebuild bones and muscles. K2 simply tells it how to do it. The Dream Team, K2 plus D3. K2 and D3 aren't just complementary, they're codependent. D3 pulls calcium into your bloodstream. K2 ensures it gets delivered to the right address. Without K2, D3 can actually cause problems, moving calcium into your arteries or joints instead of your bones. That's why some seniors who take D3 still complain of joint pain or stiffness. It's not a failure of D3, it's a missing partner. K2 completes the process. Together, they support deep bone regeneration, enhance muscle performance overnight, reduce risk of joint calcification, improve leg endurance and balance. If you've been taking D3 and haven't noticed major improvements, K2 may be the key that's missing. K2 and muscle energy. The secret to all-day strength. But K2 doesn't stop at calcium. It also plays a surprising role in muscle energy and glucose metabolism. That's especially important for seniors dealing with poor circulation, prediabetes, or insulin resistance. In clinical trials, older adults who added K2 to their routine showed improved blood sugar control, increased endurance during walking, better stamina with fewer signs of fatigue. Because K2 helps replenish muscle glycogen overnight, restoring the energy your legs need to power through the day. No more feeling wiped out by noon. No more soreness after walking to the mailbox. K2 helps your muscles recover while you sleep, so you wake up ready to move. Why most seniors don't get enough? Here's the problem. K2 is rare in the modern diet. It's found in fermented foods like natto, aged cheeses, and some organ meats, but unless you're eating those regularly, you're probably not getting enough. And unfortunately, standard multivitamins often skip it entirely or include it in forms your body can't use well. That's why supplementing with MK7, the most bioavailable form of K2, is the best option, especially at night. MK7 has a longer half-life, meaning it stays active in your body longer. Taken before bed, it supports steady calcium placement, muscle repair, bone building processes. Overnight recovery cycles. It's like flipping the switch on your body's restore mode right when it matters most. How to know if you need K to ask yourself, are stairs harder than they used to be? Do your knees or calves ache more lately? Is it taking longer for your muscles to bounce back? Have you been taking D3, but not seeing the results you hoped for? If you answered yes to even one of those, your body may be pleading for K2. The final piece of the puzzle with it, B12, your nerves can't talk to your legs. Without D3, your muscles can't rebuild at night. And without K2, calcium can't go where it needs to go and your bones and muscles can't truly repair. K2 is the final piece that brings the entire system together. It activates key genes that support bone mineral density, muscle signaling, leg strength, and flexibility, balance and coordination. In short, K2 helps your body remember how to move like it used to, gracefully, confidently, without fear of falling or fatigue. Getting started is easier than you think. Now that you know the 3 essential bedtime vitamins, B12, D3, and K2, the next step is putting them into practice. And don't worry, we'll guide you step by step. Because consistency, timing, and the right form matter just as much as the vitamins themselves. And we're about to show you how to choose the best quality supplements, find the ideal dosage for your age and needs, create a bedtime routine that works and sticks. So, if you're ready to rebuild your strength, regain control over your legs, and start waking up with less pain and more power, let's dive into how to start using these vitamins tonight. Now that you know the 3 essential vitamins, B12, D3, and K2 are your secret weapon for nighttime recovery and leg strength, the question is, how do you actually take them the right way? Let's make this simple, clear, and sustainable starting tonight. Your bedtime routine to rebuild leg strength. You don't need complicated schedules or a cabinet full of pills. Just a calm, consistent 3-step ritual before bed built to match your body's natural rhythm. Here's exactly how to do it. Step 1. B12. Power up the nerve pathway. Start with vitamin B12, specifically sublingual methylcobalamin. Why that form? Because as we age, our stomach loses its ability to absorb nutrients effectively, especially B12 from food. But sublingual B12, it skips the digestive tract entirely. Just place the tiny tablet under your tongue and let it dissolve slowly. No chewing, no swallowing. It melts into your bloodstream through your mouth's lining, fast and efficient. Timing matters. Take B12 about 2 hours after dinner or 30 minutes before bed. Make sure your stomach is relatively empty to ensure full absorption. Avoid eating anything after taking it. Want to make it automatic. Leave the bottle next to your toothbrush, a recurring phone reminder. Keep a small B12 tray by your bedside lamp. Start with 1000 micrograms per night and give it a few weeks. Pay attention to your energy levels, balance, and sleep quality. They're the first signs that your body's getting what it needs. Step 2. D3 Muscle Builder plus Mood Booster. Next is vitamin D3, the version your body naturally makes from sunlight. But unlike the sun, you can control your intake, and that's critical. Choose a soft gel or capsule with at least 2000 IU international units of D3. That's the baseline for most seniors, but your doctor can recommend a higher dose if your blood levels are low. Because D3 is fat soluble, it needs a little fat to be absorbed. Not a heavy meal, just a small snack will do. Here are some great options: a few almonds or walnuts, a teaspoon of almond butter, a small cube of cheesy sip of avocado smoothie. When to take it: 20-30 minutes before bed. It can be taken at the same time as B12. No need to separate them. Avoid large meals before bed. They can interfere with both absorption and sleep. Keep it light and simple. Step 3. K2, the guide for calcium and muscle recovery. Now, bring it all together with vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form, which stays in your system longer and works synergistically with D3. Take 100,200 micrograms of K2 at the same time as your D3, ideally with the same snack. These to work best as a team. D3 pulls calcium into your blood. K2 ensures it goes into your bones, not your joints or arteries. K2 doesn't require a full meal, but a bit of healthy fat still helps it absorb smoothly. Important note: if you're on any medications, especially blood thinners, check with your doctor before adding K2. Space out any other medications by at least 1 hour, unless your physician advises otherwise. Create your bedtime tray to make this whole routine feel effortless. Set up a simple bedtime tray: your 3 supplement bottles, B12, D3, K2, a glass of water, a small healthy snack optional, a cup of calming herbal tea, or your evening journal. Place it somewhere visible on your nightstand or next to your toothbrush so it becomes part of your nightly rhythm. No stress, no overwhelm, just a few quiet minutes to give your body exactly what it needs to restore strength while you sleep. Results come with consistency. Is the truth. These nutrients don't work overnight, but over the course of days and weeks, they help rebuild your body's recovery system, increase nerve strength, reduce inflammation, and restore leg power from the inside out. So, remember the flow. 1. B12 under your tongue. 2. D3 and K2 together, with a small fat-based snack. 3. All taken 30 minutes before bed. It's easy, peaceful, and best of all, backed by science. Bonus boost: 3 extra daily habits for faster results. Even though B12, D3, and K2 are doing the heavy lifting at night, there are 3 daytime habits that silently amplify their effects without requiring more pills, money, or drastic changes. Let's look at the first one. Habit number 1. Hydrate with intention. Most seniors don't drink enough water, and the result isn't just dry skin or headaches. Dehydration quietly sabotages your legs. When your body lacks fluids, blood becomes thicker, slowing down circulation. Muscles absorb fewer nutrients. Recovery slows, so you feel sluggish, stiff, and weaker. Even if you're taking your vitamins correctly, they can't work efficiently without hydration. B12 won't reach your nerves. D3 can't circulate properly. K2 can't move calcium to the right places. That dull, aching feeling in your legs at night, it may not be aging. It might just be poor hydration. A study published in the Journal of Aging Research found that even mild dehydration reduced leg endurance by 14 and delayed nighttime recovery significantly. So what can you do? Don't wait until you're thirsty. Make hydration part of your routine, just like your supplements. Here's how. Start your morning with a full glass of water before coffee. Drink consistently throughout the day. Aim for 6-8 cups. Add a pinch of sea salt or a splash of lemon if you need extra electrolytes. Avoid diuretics like alcohol or too much caffeine late in the day. If you're feeling tired, slow, or sore, drink water first, then reassess. What's next? Now that you've got your nighttime vitamin routine locked in and you've started building hydration into your day, you're well on your way to stronger, more responsive legs. But 2 more simple daytime habits will accelerate your progress even further. A 5-minute circulation routine. A short, gentle muscle activation routine. These require no gym, no fancy equipment, just a chair, a wall, and your willingness to move a little smarter. In the next part of the video, we'll guide you through these movements step by step. Think of them as fuel boosters for everything you're doing at night. So stay with us. Because when your body gets the right nutrients, the right rhythm, and a little bit of daily movement, you don't just feel better, you start to reclaim your strength. Let's move forward and unlock the final 2 habits that transform your bedtime routine into a full body comeback. So far, you've built a strong bedtime routine with B12, D3, and K2, and you've added hydration as your first daytime support habit. Now let's complete the circle with 2 more game-changing adjustments that make everything work better, faster, and longer without needing a single extra supplement. Habit number 2. Lighten your last meal for better absorption. It's not just what you take that matters, it's also what you eat, and when. Most people think a big dinner helps them sleep. But for seniors, especially over 60, a heavy, starchy, or sugary meal late in the evening can actually do the opposite. It forces your body to spend the entire night digesting, instead of healing and rebuilding muscle tissue. That's a missed opportunity for real recovery. Digestion naturally slows down after sunset. If you eat white rice, pasta, bread, or dessert too close to bedtime, your insulin levels spike, inflammation rises, and your body ends up storing fuel instead of fixing your legs. In fact, a study published in Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate high glycemic dinners after 7 o'clock p.m. had double the rate of nighttime muscle stiffness, absorbed 38% less nutrients during sleep. That means even if you take all your vitamins, your body may not use them properly simply because of what's on your plate. Here's the solution. Keep your last meal light, clean, and nutrient smart. Try this: a palm-sized portion of protein like grilled salmon, turkey slices, or a hard-boiled egg, a handful of leafy greens or steamed veggies, a drizzle of olive oil, or a spoon of hummus for healthy fathin. Give your body 2 hours to digest before taking your bedtime supplements. That quiet buffer allows your body to shift into recovery mode by the time you lie down. The result? Less leg pain in the morning, better vitamin absorption, and higher quality sleep overall. It's a simple swap that rewires how your body repairs. Habit number 3. Move your legs gently before bed. This may be the most underestimated tip of all, yet one of the most effective. Just 3 to 5 minutes of gentle movement before you crawl into bed can dramatically improve how your legs heal overnight. Why? Because movement activates circulation, and circulation is what delivers your B12, D3, and K2 directly to your muscles and nerves. It's not a workout. You're not trying to break a sweat. You're simply waking up your muscles, telling your body, hey, these legs are still alive and in use now, let's repair them while I rest. Try this easy routine right next to your bed. 10 seated leg extensions. Lift and straighten your legs slowly while seated. 10 heel raises. Stand and gently lift your heels. Then lower slowly. 10 ankle circles each foot, clockwise and counterclockwise. You can do this sitting on a chair, standing by the wall, or holding onto your dresser for support. In a 2021 study from the Journal of Geriatric Rehabilitation, seniors who did just 5 minutes of light leg movement before sleep saw a 20% increase in nighttime blood flowless, crampingless morning stiffness, improved balance within 10 days. No gym, no fancy equipment, just a few mindful minutes of motion to unlock real, physical change. The perfect recovery stack. Let's bring it all together. When you stack nightly vitamins B12, D3, K2, steady hydration throughout the day, a lighter, smarter last meal, 5 minutes of gentle leg movement before bed, you're giving your body everything it needs to not only fight back against age-related leg weakness but to rebuild strength faster than you ever thought possible. This isn't hype. This is biology, working with your body's clock, not against it. Final recap. The 3 power vitamins for leg strength. Let's summarize what you've learned in this video, because the right information, at the right time, can change everything. Vitamin B12 reconnects nerves and muscle, supports communication from brain to legs, best taken sublingually before bed. Vitamin D3 boosts muscle growth and recovery, reduces inflammation, fat soluble. Take with a small healthy fat snack. Vitamin K2 directs calcium to the bones, prevents stiffness and joint pain, activates muscle building. Genus works best alongside D3 at night together. These 3 nutrients target the root causes of weak, stiff, or aching legs and help rebuild strength naturally, without painkillers, complicated routines, or expensive treatments. This isn't just about legs, it's about your life. Your legs carry you through every part of life. Getting up to greet your grandchildren, walk into the kitchen for morning coffee, standing tall during your favorite songs, enjoying a stroll around the neighborhood, drizzling from a chair with confidence, not hesitation. Every step is freedom. And every bit of strength you restore brings more of that freedom back. With the right habits, the right timing, and the right nutrients, you can reverse the hidden causes of muscle loss and regain control, balance, and energy. Your turn. What will you do tonight? So now, we want to hear from you. Do you already take B12, D3, or K2 before bed? Have you noticed a change, or are you just starting now? Drop your answer in the comments below. We read every single one, and we reply with personalized insights to help you fine-tune your routine. Your story might just inspire someone else to start their journey towards stronger legs too. Like, share, and subscribe to Senior Health Boost if this video gave you something valuable, a new understanding, a practical solution, or just a little more hope. Please do 3 things. Like this video, it helps more seniors find real answers. Share it with someone you love, because strong legs mean a stronger life. Subscribe to Senior Health Boost for weekly videos that cut through the confusion and deliver science-backed, easy-to-follow strategies just like this. Your health isn't about gimmicks. It's about momentum. And that starts with one small change tonight. Thanks for watching. We're here to help you walk stronger, live longer, and feel better one step at a time. See you in the next video.